Hey guys, welcome back. Lucky for you, I found my super awesome pencil and screen recorder. So, really, I'm convinced that the only way to be a good writer is to share your writing with others. And that means that when we're brainstorming, we should be talking to each other about what we're thinking and reminding each other of ideas. And from home, the closest that I can get to that is showing you my thoughts and my brainstorming and how I would make a gratitude list. So, we watched the video about gratitude and paying it forward. And I said that one way to really pay it forward is to write letters to people called letters of affirmation. And in letters of affirmation, you basically tell a person exactly why they've been important in your life and why they're special to you. And this can be a really, really, really meaningful thing. I have letters that my family wrote to me when I was graduating from high school that I still go back and read. I have letters of affirmation that people gave me when I graduated from college. I have random letters of affirmation that friends and family have given me on birthdays. And those are really, really, really important to me. And as we finish off fifth grade and we reflect on our lives and how far we've come, it's also important to think about the people who have helped us to get where we are today. So I've come up with three different strategies for brainstorming a list of people that might help you to come up with your list. So the first list, the one I have in the middle, is just a standard list. And that is exactly what it sounds like. It's just a list of people. So if you hear this, oh, which people am I, so thankful for that have taught me really important life lessons? Maybe they took the time out at school in the hallway to stop and talk to me even though they weren't my teacher. Maybe they were my teacher, but they let me come to their classroom and, they made me feel special. Or maybe it's your parent, or maybe it's an aunt or an uncle, or the front office staff. Just somebody who went out of their way and did something for you and that really made a big impact on you. If that's you and you've already got names popping off in your head, then just go ahead and start just a standard list. My mom, oh my gosh, my mom has guided me so much. My dad, wow, my dad has really taught me a lot of things. My brother Colin, Kreger, um, things like that. Okay, so that's just your standard list. The next way to kind of think about it that could be helpful is a timeline. So think about this is how old you are now, and this is when you were born. Let's draw a little hospital H, okay? And just start going through. Okay, I remember growing up after the hospital in our first house, and we had these neighbors, and um, my one neighbor, Cindy, she was just the nicest to me. When I started kindergarten, I had a really, really hard time, and she really helped me with that adjustment. So Cindy is definitely someone who's had a big impact on my success as a person. Okay, so then I'd keep going. Okay, that was around kindergarten. So looking forward from there, well, are there any other influential people from when I was in elementary school? Um, yeah, my best friend growing up, Sarah, from elementary school. She's had a huge impact on encouraging me and becoming the person I am today and helping me be successful. I also have very fond memories of a teacher named Miss Marvin. She really helped me to get more confident in myself as a learner. Okay, now we're moving up. We're going to middle school. So, thinking about my middle school life, who was really impactful for me? Well, my mom was really helpful during this time, and my brothers. Okay, moving up to high school. My best friend, Mare, and my other best friend, Danielle. Okay, so I'm kind of going along my life here. This is kind of elementary school. This is kind of middle school. This is kind of high school. And I would keep going. Now, for you, your timeline might look different. It might be kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade. Or if you've been to multiple schools, it might be this school, this house, this city, this state, etc. And then for each of those, you could think of the people who were influential for you. And my final way, and actually the way that I prefer, is by place. So I think of the places where I spent a lot of time. So it's going to be my first house because I lived there for a long time with my parents. Our second house because we also lived there for a long time. Um, my first house, my second house. Let's see. I was a soccer player, so I spent a lot of time at the soccer fields with my team and my coaches, growing up and learning life lessons there. So definitely the soccer fields is a place that I can think of. And school. School is a huge place where there's a lot of people that impact you on a daily basis. So when I'm thinking about my first house, the names that come to mind are Cindy, Emily, and that's probably it for my first house. My second house, the Hennings, they were our neighbors, and they really were just like a second family. The Papsos, another family that was really, really important to me. Um, my friend Sarah. Okay, now thinking of the soccer fields, thinking of coaches, friends. I had this friend named Allie, one of my really, really good friends. Um, and my coach, his name was Mac, and I'll tell you more about him later as I show you how I would write a letter of affirmation. Now, school, I'm thinking teachers. I used to go see, Kreger, can you turn that off, please? I used to go see our counselor, Miss Miss Pallady, um, just to chat with her, just to say hi around in the hallways, and she was always so sweet to me and made me feel so comfortable. Some really influential teachers that I've had, Dr. Novo, Mr. Buckley, Miss Bess, and Miss Marvin. And oh goodness, as you get old, your memory starts to not be so great. Dr. Caraway, that's her name. Okay, so these are people that were really important in my school life and in growing up. So what you're going to do now is you're going to do the exact same thing, but for you. So you're going to get a sheet of paper or a Word document, and you're going to create my list of people. You can use any strategy that you want, but I encourage you to try the timeline, the standard list, or the place strategy, or any other strategy that you can think of. And then once you've made your list, you are going to go into the discussion or the assignment and post the names that you've come up with that you are thinking about writing to. And the rule of thumb is that you should be able to come up with at least two people that you are grateful for. And really, it should be probably and hopefully a lot more than that. But at a minimum, you're going to be writing two letters. Okay, so I will check back in with you tomorrow and we will dive deeper into our lists and really get to the heart of how do we write a letter of affirmation.